You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Road transfer. Black and White Sports 2. Well, we got some information on what it is. NASCAR legend, and guys, he is an absolute legend. Jimmie Johnson will do for this season, but more importantly, next season in NASCAR. And Jimmie Johnson, it did confirm he is going to come back and do some races next year. And also, and this kind of slipped through, I noticed, as I was looking in the news, autopsy details emerged involving the in-laws and, of course, the grandson in that murder-suicide up in Muskogee. I don't know how this just slipped out, but there's a little nugget in there that's like, whoa. I mean, that shows the brutality of the situation, especially when it comes to the grandson. So I've got that. An Oklahoma newspaper caught it. And so we're going to go over that too. I just cannot imagine that somebody that is family or somebody doing this to their grandson. I mean, when I read this, I was like, Jesus, that's, let's put it this way. The grandson was shot twice, not once, twice. And where he was killed, it's nuts. Let's look at Jimmie Johnson coming back, and then we'll get to the grandson. Man, it's bad. It really is. Sportskeeda, and this is starting to make its way around in other places now. Jimmie Johnson said on Wednesday that he will not be gracing the tracks again this season. I think we knew that. However, the racing legend confirmed his return to the NASCAR Cup Series in 2024, adding he will pilot the iconic number 84 car for select races. Having amassed an awe-inspiring tally of over 80 victories and 7 championships throughout his illustrious career, Johnson's hunger for competition remains insatiable. Despite reaching heights that many drivers only dream of, the veteran racer is poised to extend his legacy with another part-time season, partnering once again with Legacy Motor Club. Legacy Motor Club, formerly known as Petty GMS Motorsports, marked its inaugural season under its rebranded identity, fielding 3 cars in the Cup Series. Eric Jones commands the number 43, while a revolving door of talent has taken turns at the helm at the number 42, including current suspended Noah Gragson. As co-owner of Legacy Motor Club, Johnson's strategic shift towards a more prominent off-track role is evident. Johnson looks ahead at the 2024 season, his commitment to the number 84 car, and the Legacy Motor Club team. It remains to be seen what the future holds for the legendary driver. So, there's that, and then there's this. Autopsy details, new details in murder-suicide of NASCAR driver Jimmie Johnson's in-laws. New details have emerged in the case of NASCAR driver Jimmie Johnson's in-laws, who were found dead this spring in what Oklahoma law enforcement officers are investigating as a murder-suicide. The state medical examiner recently released the autopsy reports for Jack Terry and Dalton Janway. According to the reports, Terry Lynn Janway, 68, suspected of shooting and killing her husband, Jack, 69, and their grandson, Dalton, 11, before shooting herself at their home in Muskogee. Terry and Jack's daughter, Chandra, is married to Jimmie Johnson. Chandra Janway grew up with 3 siblings, Jordan, Caleb, and Mary Ann. Jordan Janway was killed in a skydiving accident at 27 in 2014. It is unclear if Dalton is the child of Caleb, Mary Ann, or another family member. So we're not sure who Dalton is the child of. According to ME reports, Dalton was listed as residing, so living with Jack and Terry at their home. My God. According to KOKI Fox 23 in Tulsa, Terry Janway called 911 around 9 p.m. Monday, June 26, and reported a disturbance and someone with a gun. When officers arrived, they saw a person lying in the hallway inside the front door. Police said that they then heard gunshots from inside the house, and they pulled the person into the hallway out of the house. Officers started making announcements for anyone in the house to come out, and once enough officers arrived, they searched the home. 2 more people were found dead. Yeah, and we saw body cam footage of this, and when they announced themselves, hey, police, blah, 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 boom, another gunshot. So I don't know. They waited. She waited for the police to arrive. Why? We don't know exactly. The medical examiner's report states that Jack Janway and Dalton Janway were victims of homicide. We knew that. They also list Terry Janway's official manner of death as suicide. Man, this is where it takes a grim turn. And I had not seen this. I haven't seen it that it had come out. Their 11-year-old grandson was found in his bed, the report states. Gunshot wounds to the head and chest. I mean, my God. That's shot not once but twice. It's unbelievably brutal. I just cannot imagine how a grandmother could shoot a grandchild like that. Not only that, but, I mean, to just pop them twice? It's unimaginable. Jack was found on the floor near the front door with a gunshot wound in his chest. Terry was found on a couch with a gunshot wound to the chest and a firearm near her hand. And it goes on to talk about the statement that Jimmie Johnson gave. He was, and it does mention this, he was supposed to do that big race that they had, that street race in Chicago. And that he canceled that, decided not to do it, and because of that tragedy. So, you know, many wondered, hey, would Jimmie Johnson race ever again after this? You know, would he want to race? You know, I just can't imagine. I mean, the one person involved in this that has multiple gunshot wounds was the grandson at 11 years old? Because it said Jack had a gunshot wound to the chest, and then Terry, Dalton had gunshot wound to the head and chest. I just cannot imagine. And it's weird because near the front, I'm only speculating here. I'm only spitballing here, and I hate to do that, but one's got to wonder, did the grandmother have some kind of did she take medicine that made her hallucinate, made her think that somebody was breaking in the house or something, and then when she realized what she'd done, she just lost it? Or did she just lose it no matter what, you know? It's, it just doesn't make sense. It's an 11-year-old kid, you know? Whatever. And there's some speculation, well, maybe something involving the granddad, right, the husband. But even at that, you go so far as to have the grandson be collateral damage. It's so baffling. That Alex Murdaugh thing is going on right now, and I watched a lengthy documentary, a 4-part one on that, and you just can't imagine how somebody could kill their own grandson or kids. It's like the lowest, vilest form of evil outside of the R word. You know what I mean. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.